Hello Pickles and welcome to another how-to. This is how to easy auto farm melons or pumpkins, version 2. So it's a version 2 of the farm that we had in the last episode. I've managed to make it so that it's completely beginner friendly. I've taken out this sticky piston here, replaced it with a normal one, and we've got a return piston mechanism coming in through here using redstone. So that's that. So also we have a minecart that is sent off traveling to pick up the produce that is harvested, and then it comes back and sits on the hopper to empty, and all this is done without using comparators. So we don't need any comparators, so no quartz and no slime. So you should be able to get all the resources to build this on your first day in your brand new world. Before we get on the tutorial, I'd just like to say congratulations to Damien. He has got comment of the last episode and he said, efficient and simple, thanks, hope to see the next tutorial. Well, here we are, Damien. Here's the next tutorial. This is going to be a 4-episode series. As you can see behind me, there are another 3 farms. They all use the same mechanism to harvest the crops, just needs to be changed slightly to be able to meet the requirements of the crops that we want to harvest. Why not hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified of the next 3 episodes after this one. So here are all the materials you're going to need to build your melon or pumpkin farm, or both if that's what you choose to do. You're going to need a building block of your choice, soil, a glass block, a barrel, redstone block, a repeater, redstone dust, redstone torch, a piston, powered rail, a normal rail, a hopper, a bucket of water, pumpkin seeds, a hopper minecart, melon seeds if that's what you choose to do, and a hoe. Let's get on with the build. So part 1 is your melon or pumpkin farm, or both if that's what you'd like to choose. I'm just going to quickly show you over here. So we've got 2 columns here, or 2 farms should I say, and they are symmetrical to each other. So this one is just a mirror image of this one here, and as you can see they're both fed by this water source in the middle. What I'm going to do for the tutorial is show you how to build this front half here, and then we'll time-lapse the build of the second half as it is just a mirror image of the first one. So the farm is 11 blocks wide by 23 long, and we want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place a temporary block and a block on top, and then a temporary block on top of there, and 1 either side. Now we're going to extend these blocks 14 more blocks back this way. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I want to repeat the process for these 2 blocks on the top. Just like that. I'm going to grab our water source and we're going to place that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks in. Place our water source, and as you can see, it doesn't flow over the edges because it's reached its maximum distance. We want to grab our dirt block, and we're going to build 3 blocks out, and we'll do that all the way down for the 15 blocks that we've built for this farm. Just like that. So you should now have something that looks like this. So next you want to pick an end of your farm to go to for your collection system and place a barrel down there, and then you will place 3 hoppers coming out just like this. We will then place a temporary block and a block on top of there, and our powered rail goes on top of the last hopper here. We then want to place blocks all the way along till we come to the end of our farm here, and then we'll place a temporary block and a block on top of there, and then we will place a redstone torch underneath here, and a powered rail on there. We then want to grab our normal rails and place those all the way along here. Grab the minecart with a hopper, and that goes on top of there. So that's what's going to trundle along and collect all of our pumpkins or melons off there. Next we want to grab our hoe and the seeds of your choice, and we're going to go for pumpkins for the purpose of this tutorial. and you want to hoe the middle row of your dirt blocks here, like this. And then plant your seeds in the farmland. So you end up with something that looks like this, with your collection system under that looks like that. Now we need to grab your pistons, and we'll be placing those on top of the building blocks, just like this on this side. And then on this side, we want to place a temporary block, and then place our piston on top of there, break the temporary block, and then we'll put our 15 pistons all the way down this side. So this is to increase the efficiency of the farm, because it gives the pumpkins a double the chance to grow, because a pumpkin will try and find somewhere to grow on the 4 sides of the plant. If it can't find it, then it just starts the cycle again. So this gives it a 50% chance of actually producing a pumpkin every time it decides it wants to place a pumpkin down. You should have something that looks like this. We then want to grab a block of our choice. There's a temporary block there and a block there. And we'll be placing 15 blocks all the way down both sides, like this. And another 15 down here. We can now grab our glass and place that in the middle. And again, that's 15 blocks of glass along there. Want to grab our piston again, place a temporary block in front of the piston at the end, place the piston on the top, and then we'll grab our redstone block, goes on the end. We then want to place 3 temporary blocks, break 2, and place another piston on the end there. And then we can break the temporary block. Place a block here, and a block here. Place a temporary block there, block on the top, a block on the side, and a block underneath. And we'll break that block and place a repeater on its default setting there. We can now place redstone dust on this block and this block. On the one on top of the redstone block, place a repeater on default setting and redstone dust all the way down the end. We now want to place a block here, temporary block, and a block on top, breaking the temporary block. Put a redstone torch on the side there, and a piece of redstone dust there. And this now will help activate the return piston to put the redstone block back where it belongs. So we'll now repeat that for the other side. Temporary block and your piston, breaking the temporary block. A redstone block. 3 temporary blocks, breaking the middle 2, placing another piston on the side there, and taking that temporary block out. 2 blocks on the top, a temporary block with a block on the top side and bottom, breaking the middle one, and placing a repeater in its place. Redstone dust, redstone dust, redstone dust. A repeater, and redstone dust all the way down the end. We now place a block, temporary block, and a block on top, redstone torch, and a piece of dust. What we can do now is grab our glass, place a piece of glass on the side there, on top and in front, so that seals the whole of that area up. What you'll find now is that your piston has extended out, and this is part of the whole bud mechanics. So what we need to do is update that piston there by placing a block on the side and breaking it, and then we can update this piston here by placing a block on the side there, and that now resets the farm. We'll do the same on the other side. Come around here, place a piece of glass, piece of glass, and piece of glass. So that, again, that seals this end off so nothing can spill out the side. Place a block to update the piston, block to update this piston, and we can break that as well. So that's now all set, and that's ready to grow pumpkins. Now we can do the redstone to activate the hopper minecart. So what we want to do is place a redstone torch on this block here. This one the repeater's coming into. We then want to place a block underneath that and one more underneath that, breaking the block on the top. And then we come down here, placing 2 blocks going into this block here. And we can place redstone dust on this one, and on this one. So when the farm activates, it will turn this torch on, activating this redstone dust, which will then activate this rail enough to send the hopper minecart down the track. Then also this side's going to activate as well. So what we want to do is place a torch on here, place a temporary block and another block there, and then we place blocks all the way back down to the end, and then a block on top of there, taking that one out there. So now what we need to do is place redstone dust on top of there, redstone dust here. We place a repeater here because this block is being activated by this torch here. That stops the signal coming through. And then redstone dust all the way down, leading into this block here. So what that does now is when this side of the farm activates, it will turn this torch on, sending the redstone signal all the way back down to the beginning of the rail here, triggering the hopper minecart to run down the track again. And as it returns, it will sit there and wait till it gets given a signal again, emptying all the pumpkin goodness into your chest. So that's how to build the farm. Now I'll build the other side in a time lapse.
There was snooze on me. I was dreaming about what food to eat. Why they sleeping, why they snoozed on me? I was seizing opportunity. Now they don't know what to do with me. I keep going hard like I'm in puberty. Rebellions in my blood, there ain't no ruling me. Coming for the top, this is a mutiny. I want percentage, yeah. Put you in your mind like fuck your business, yeah. You never had a chance like an abortion. Broken, you don't wanna play with me, this forfeit. Oh shit, took it to a place that never thought he could. Now the lone wolf is hounding up in Bollywood. Now I got some confidence, they call me cocky. But you fucking tiger in the eye, I feel like Rocky. I am untouchable, I cannot fuck with you. I do not follow rules, makes me uncomfortable. I got all this passion and desire, force my path with the fire. Never passive, I acquire till I'm crashing your empire. They was sleeping, they was snooze on me. I was dreaming about what food to eat. Why they sleeping, why they snoozed on me? I was seizing opportunity. Now they don't know what to do with me. I keep going hard like I'm in puberty. Rebellions in my blood, there ain't no ruling me. Coming for the top, this is a mutiny.
And here's the farm with both sides on it. I just fly around so you can take a look. So obviously when you build this back side here, it is a mirror image. So you have the piston coming out from the pistons on the inside of the farm. As same on this side, the pistons on both this side are on the outside pistons. So the firing mechanism starts off here. I did notice during my tutorial, I placed redstone dust on here and it actually needs to be a repeater. So I'm very sorry about that. That is a repeater, not a piece of redstone dust. So I'll just show you both those sides, just so you can correct any mistakes that you may have made because of me. As you can see, you can hear it ticking away, but I'll just place a pumpkin down here, and you can see it sends the cart running along there as it triggers off. And that comes all the way back, and then we'll empty the resources into here. I hope that tutorial helped, and like I said at the beginning, it's part 1 of a 4-part tutorial series, so if you'd like to be notified of the other 3 parts, then why not hit that subscribe button. I'd also like to say a big thanks to Rapscallion, Metamilo and Gangles XIII for helping me out with the inspiration and the redstone technicalities. Rapscallion and Metamilo also have YouTube channels. Why not check those out? I'll leave the links in the description below. Also, if you'd like to keep up to date with everything that I'm doing, why not follow me on Twitter @BobertPickle or Instagram @BobertPickle. Also, if you run into any issues with this farm, then why not join my Discord, and then you can ask for help in the How to Help section. The link will be in the description below. Anyway, until next time, ciao for now.